And lest we get on our high horse and think this is unique to some other place, remember that during the Crusades and the Inquisition, people committed terrible deeds in the name of Christ. In our home country, slavery and Jim Crow all too often was justified in the name of Christ.
All right, folks, that's from the National Prayer Breakfast. Joining us now, Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson, president and founder of the Brotherhood Organization of New Destiny, and that's also known as Bond, of course, and host of the syndicated radio show, the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. Reverend, I know that's the first time you heard that. You were on the air when he said these things. So what's your take on him, I guess, trying to justify in his own way what's going on with the Islamic terror and going back to the Crusades?
I have been saying for the last 6 years that Barack Obama is not a Christian. I don't know of any time where he has defended Christianity. He is quick to go against Christianity instead of defending it. But I know of many times where he has defended Islam. And we can't even get Barack Obama to admit that ISIS is an Islamic terrorist group who want to kill the Christians and Jews because they think that we are infidels and that those people are evil people. He would not admit what's really going on in the Muslim so-called religion. I am really disappointed, and I guess they had to do it, but I'm disappointed that they would invite Barack Obama to speak at the prayer breakfast because he does not represent Christianity. In my personal opinion, Barack Obama hates Christianity. That's why he's always knocking it rather than building it up. And what's happening with radical Islamic terrorists right now has nothing to do with Christianity. You don't see Christians going around beheading people, killing young children, hanging them on crosses as they're doing in Iraq right now.
So, Reverend, you think that this, what he said today, makes your point that he hates Christianity?
Absolutely, 100%. Because what does Christianity have to do with what radical Islamic Muslims are doing right now?
I want to move on.
At all.
I agree with you, and I want to move on. You wrote a piece at WND.com, WorldNet Daily, talking about it's Black History Month, and the title of the headline of the column is "Get Over Your Blackness," and the first line is "Black History Month is dumb, and it provides no value for Black Americans or anyone else." Why don't you say what you mean?
Black History Month is a racist month. Only thing that it does is divide the races even more so rather than uniting them. So what we have done, we have put out a challenge for Black Americans is that take this so-called Black History Month, I'm not for it, and overcome your blackness, overcome your color, and focus on character. And I know for a fact, not believe, but know for a fact that if Black Americans should focus on character, then they can see that the Black so-called leadership, including Barack Obama, Eric Holder, and most of the Black preachers who are not called by God but by their mama, they would see that those people are using them for their own personal gain, to gain wealth and to gain power. And if Black Americans were men and women of character, they would be able to judge people based on character or the lack thereof and not follow them based on color. And so I want them to return back to God, to work on themselves spiritually, themselves, so that they can see what's going on. Because as long as they're focused on color, generation after generation and after generation will be used and destroyed by so-called Black leadership and the Democratic Party at large.
All right, Reverend, always great to talk to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys, and thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, you know it, you love it, you got to have it. It's Gimme 5, and it's right here next on the Steve Malzberg Show, only on Newsmax Television. Don't